Hey guys, it's Simon. Hope you guys have all had a wonderful day and time. I don't know. But I just got out of the shower and I'm filming a longer video. I don't know how long. I'm having this other video that I'm making right now that's taking a lot of time. So I was like, oh, I should probably make something quick. So, cause like I like to post at least once or twice a week. Probably once, cause I'm kind of lazy. But so I was like, oh, I'm gonna make something really quick that you guys. It's a little bit different than what I usually do. Actually, not really. But yeah, okay. So I wanted to make a video really fast for you guys. This will hopefully I don't know. It'll come out soon. Well, it comes out whenever it comes out. But today I'm gonna be like kind of doing like this thing where I'm gonna talk about like stories that I had from when I used to work at a pizza place. But yeah. So this one is pretty much just gonna be me sitting here and talking the whole time. And I mean, that's not anything out of like the ordinary. I pretty much just sit here and talk. It's nothing crazy, but I'm just letting you guys know that there's not gonna be much movement going on. I'm just gonna be sitting here, smiling. Should I look at the camera? I don't know, but yeah. Okay, so a lot of you guys probably don't know, just because I don't really talk about it much, because it's not that big of a deal. I worked at a place called Mod Pizza. I'll put up a picture right here, maybe. I worked there for 9 months, I want to say. I started right before summer my sophomore year. Right? Am I doing the math right? And then I quit my job in February of 2020 because I moved to California. And I was planning to get another job, here so I can make money and spend money, because I like to eat food and shop. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna get a job. And then you guys know what happened in February 2020 or March 2020, I guess. Not the best time for getting jobs. So yeah, so that's my only working experience I've had. So I guess technically now I'm self-employed. I'm a full-time TikToker. No, I'm just kidding. That sounds so depressing. But ow. So I worked at Mod Pizza for 9 months. It's my only working experience. It's kind of like, if you guys don't know what it is, it's kind of like, it's Blaze Pizza. It's pretty much Blaze Pizza. If you don't know what that is, it's pretty much Subway, but with pizza instead of sandwiches. You just, get your stuff, and then you get unlimited toppings and blah, 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 blah. But when you're working any job, you just kind of, I feel like you have some interesting things happen to you. So yeah, I guess we'll go over some of those stories now. Trying to remember. So I think I might. I'm not gonna use the names of my coworkers, just because I doubt that they're watching, and I doubt that they care. But I won't use their names just because I feel like that's a little rude. But yeah. Okay, so the first one. So there's this guy. We'll call him Jay. That's not his name, but we'll just call him Jay. Jay was like horrible at his job. He would go to the bathroom and he'd like vape for like 30 minutes during a rush, and we'd be like, where's Jay? We're short of man, where's Jay? And then like I'd look on my Snapchat after, and I would see on his story pictures of him he'd be sitting on the sink, taking pictures of himself in the mirror as he hit his vape. And we're all like, dude, like, don't do that, man. Why would you do that? We're in the middle of a rush. So yeah, one day, like, we're in the middle of a rush, and Jay comes back and like running. He's like really quiet. And I'm like, what did you do? And he's like, nothing. And then we go through we're doing in this rush, right? All these people coming through, and he's like, Simon? I'm like, what's up, Jay? He's like, I broke the sink. I'm like, broke the sink? How did you break the sink? And he's like, dude, I was sitting on it, and then it broke. I was like, dude, so I went in there, and like, it's not broken. You could see like there's some cracking. It wasn't that bad, but I was like, that's dumb. Like, why'd you sit on it? I don't think anyone ever noticed. And I left, and I don't think anyone ever figured it out. So, and yeah. Another time we're in line, and I'm just trying to do my work, trying to make some pizzas, you know, because that's all we do. And he's like, hey Simon. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, you want to smoke after this? And I'm like, Jay, we're in the middle of making a pizza. There's an employee right here. It's illegal to smoke. You can't do that. And I don't smoke anyways. I was like, oh no, you know, I'm trying to like do my work. It's like, oh, I got you. You know, it makes sense. So yeah, but those are all kind of just telling you kind of guy Jay is. So one time, when this old lady comes in, she's probably like 60 or 70 or something, you know, like nice old like little lady. I'm like, okay, whatever, I don't care. I'm making her pizza, and she's like, okay, basically she wants a pizza with like pepperoni on it and like ground beef. So I'm like, okay, I make the pizza, I have pepperoni, ground beef on it, I give it off to Jay because another customer comes in, and then like I'm talking to the next customer, and the next thing I know, she's just screaming at Jay. And I'm like, what happened? And apparently he rolled his eyes at her, and she's just going at him. And I'm like, Jay, you can't, wait, what are you doing? And then he ran to the back, and then I was like, oh crap. And our manager talked to the lady, she got her free pizza. I went to the back, he's like, yeah, I want to beat her up, man. I want to beat her up if I'm just, you know, I'm going to lose control. I'm like, dude, I hope you can. Dude, that's not like an accomplishment that you can beat up this old woman. I don't know. Yeah, that was kind of a bad story. I just rambled for 5 minutes, but there's that. That's the story of Jay. Yeah, I think. And he was like about to get fired, and then he quit because he thought he was like too cool to work there. And then like 2 months later, he asked to get his job back, and they said no. So yeah, that's Jay. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys another story. There was one time I was working, I think it was a Friday night probably, so it was like decently crowded. Like, because usually we have like, after the high school football games, everyone comes to get food somewhere, and like, since the pizza place, people would go there. So there was this guy who walked in. I think he was with like his child. I forgot. I think it was like his son. It's been a while. It's been like almost 2 years. No, it's almost been a year, I guess. And he had Tourette's, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, you know, it's fine. I don't really care. But the only problem was his Tourette was like, he would scream as loud as he could. So like every like 20 seconds, you just hear a scream. And like, we all got used to it, like, you know, because like, he got his pizza and he was eating in the corner, and we're all like, you know, it's like, it doesn't really phase. Like, after like, he walked in and screamed the first time, we're all like, whoa. But then we realized, like, oh, okay, you know, we got it. We got it. But the funny thing was, is like, every time someone would walk in to order, they would just hear him scream, and they were like, oh, and they would all get really scared. So yeah, I think that, and he like ate for a long time. He like was there for like an hour. So like, it kind of like, you just like, once you hear it for a while, it just kind of like, you don't even register it. But like, for an entire hour, people would come in and just get scared by his scream. So yeah, you know, it was no big deal. I'm not trying to like make fun of him for his Tourette's. I'm just saying, it's like, it was like the people who came in and saw his reaction. It's kind of funny, but like the reactions of the people, because they were just surprised. It was funny, but to watch them be surprised. Okay, so the funny thing is, so another story I'm thinking of is how I actually like got the job. So I wasn't even planning to apply for this job. I had like 2 friends doing it, so I was like thinking about it. But I had this other job who offered me like offered me like a time for interview or something like that. But then they never got back to me, so that's why I ended up doing this one. But in my head, I was like, oh, you know, maybe I do this, maybe not. But then one time we went to go visit my friend who was working there. And then when I went to the bathroom, came back, my friends who were working there, which is who I went with, they were like, Simon, we got you this application form, and we got you an interview in 10 minutes. I was like, what? And I was like freaking out, you know. I was like, what? I don't know what I'm doing. I've never worked before. So like, I filled it out and I turned it in. I talked to the manager, and I'm talking like this, right? She's like sitting in front of me, and then behind her is my friend, and I'm just trying to talk to her, and then like I look over her shoulder, and my friend's like making faces like, and I'm just like trying like my best to hold back my laughter, and then she's like, "What are you laughing at?" And I was like, "Oh, nothing." And then she looked behind her, and then saw my friend. She's like, and then his name was Carter, and Carter worked there. And she was like, "Carter, shut up, Carter." And then he started laughing, and then I finished my interview. But the entire time, I was just like, I was laughing the entire time. And I was like, there's no way I get this job. And she's like, okay, so we'll start you on Friday. That's going to be kind of tough because it's really crowded, but, it'll be fine. And that's how I started. So, yeah, I don't know. This video is probably not very good because I just ramble. Maybe I need to start making, like, a script instead of just randomly thinking. And then just, I don't even know. And my hair is so long. I need a haircut. Dude, my hair is so annoying. Because, I still haven't gotten a haircut yet because the place I go to is not open, unfortunately. So, yeah. Oh, so there was another time. Because this is a really long video because I'm just rambling. This might be one of the last stories. So, I barely worked. I worked over the summer. I worked like the most I worked was a 20-hour week, but on average I probably worked a 12-hour week. And during the school year I worked like a 10-hour week. But then, during junior year, I worked a 5-hour week because I didn't want to work on Friday. Because my mom said I couldn't work Monday through Thursday because of school. And so before I used to work Friday nights and Sunday mornings. But then I was like, I don't really want to work Friday nights. So then I told my manager, I don't want to work Friday nights. And she's like, okay. So I worked a 5-hour week. But actually I worked more like a 6-hour week because I worked a pretty long shift on Sunday. Like a 6 to 6.5 hour Sunday, basically. And like anytime I would pick up a shift, like if I ever picked up a shift, everyone would be like, Simon's working? What? And they'd all be like, Simon, I thought you... And then I had this one other manager, and I was working on a Friday for a friend because I had picked up a shift. And he like walked in, he's like, is it Sunday? And I was like, dude, I can pick up shifts sometimes. I don't only work Sundays. But yeah. So I barely worked. I worked like a 5-hour week pretty much. I'll just say that. Because on schedule I worked a 5-hour week, but really I worked more than that. Like by an hour or two, just because they'd always keep me extra. But so there was this time when like in a week we lost like, I think we lost like 10 people because checks came in late and we had all these other issues that happened. So we lost like 10 people. So I had a friend who was my friends were in my grade, and they were working like a 30-something hour week, 40-hour week, and they're in high school and they're playing sports, and everyone's like hours are just crazy, and they're all tired and they're just sick of working. And then I kept my 5-hour week. And my friend was like, F you, Simon. We're working 40-hour weeks and you work a 5-hour week. And I'm just like, yeah, it sucks to suck, But yeah, I saved my money. That's why I was able to just work a 5-hour week. My other friends, they just get it and spend it. And then me, I didn't really spend it that much. So yeah, yeah, I don't know how good this story was, but I'll say this. I personally really liked working at Mod Pizza, just because this isn't like something where it's like, oh, and now go work at Mod Pizza. But I enjoyed it, but I think it was mostly because I had friends there. Like, if I didn't have friends there, I don't think I would have liked it. Oh, okay, last story. If you were my manager, you didn't hear this story. But last story. Okay. So my Sunday shift, I showed up at 10, and the manager wouldn't show up till 12, I think. So at 10 there were like 3 to 4 of us. There was me, my friend Steven, and then some other guy. He was like the opening captain. Like he would open the store and prep everything. So our job was to prep everything and stuff like that. The opening captain was my age too. So it's me, a teenager, and another teenager. There's 3 of us. So I would get my work done, I would set everything up perfectly, clean everything off, get everything ready to go. But then I would make myself breakfast. But like, I think everyone kind of knew. Like my friend, the opening captain, he would just like make himself smoothies, like two, and just drink them out the day. And me, like if I would press dough, so I'm pressing the dough. I don't really know how to explain it. We just like the dough's there, and then you press it so it's like flat. So sometimes you press it down and it flattens too much and there's a hole in the middle, and they're like, oh, you have to throw that out now. And I was like, I don't really want to throw it out and waste it. So what I do is I take it, roll it into a ball, and then I would make cinnamon rolls, which was technically against the rules, but it's okay because it would have gone to trash anyways. So me and my friend Steven, we would Steven didn't do anything, it was all me. I'm not going to incriminate anyone else. I broke the rules, and no, I didn't. And I would like put it in sugar and butter and cinnamon. Sometimes I put bacon in there, and I would then put it into the big stove thing, the big fire stove, and I would cook them, and then I'd dip them in like glaze, and then I'd give them to other people who were working, and we would like see like what was good, because sometimes like I'd put too much sugar and then it'd burn. Sometimes like we wouldn't cook it enough and it was really chewy and kind of gross. So it was kind of fun. Like it was a fun game we played with. Like I don't even know if it was we. It was just me being bored at 10 in the morning, because like when you work the Sunday shift, at least for me, no one shows up from like 10 to 12 because they're in church. I mean, like, you know, that's because usually on Sundays that's what we had, like the family church crowd. That was a big thing. So from like 10 to 12ish, like, you know, no one would be there, and then from like 12 to 1, crushing. It was like 10 to 11, and then the early church service from like 11 to 11:30, and then from like 11:30 to like 12 something you'd be fine, and then the next church service would come in. So like until like the first one came in, you're pretty much just sitting there. So I would just make a bunch of cinnamon rolls. And one time I made a cheese bacon roll. I think I like wrapped it in like mozzarella cheese and bacon, and we like cooked it up. Yeah, this was a really long video for no reason. It's just me talking about nothing. But I hope you guys enjoyed me talking about my work. I liked it. It was just because I had friends there. If you like videos like this, honestly, I don't know if you will, because it was just, I'll try to get better at talking. My hair is just way too long, man. I can make more videos like this. These are really easy for me. Well, at least filming it is easy. Editing it might be kind of annoying, because it's just I have to listen to myself talk for 20 minutes, and that might not be very fun. But I have a lot of stories, and I'm a really bad storyteller. So just let me know what you guys think. Peace.